Good afternoon. Vladimir Yelizarov, KPMG Legal Practices. Question is to Mr. Ivanov. It is believed that in Russia there is a very burning issue with protection of rights of minority shareholders. I think it is relevant for foreign investors too, which in many cases are portfolio investors. In spring and March this year, FAS adopted a landmark decision on affiliation issues, and we were delighted by that. The practical value of the ruling is that transactions involving affiliates, relatives, have become much more difficult to make and are easier to control. Usually, this is what the minority shareholders are looking for. Now, in the agenda, we have the adoption of the new civil code, which describes those issues too. In the first reading, actually, they adopted the approach previously outlined in the court's ruling. By second reading, we see that as a result of various compromises, part of the amendments were taken out. And there is a comment which says that this is subject to specific regulation, anti-monopoly legislation, etc. So the question is, what is your position as of today, and do you believe further on will it receive any development, and if yes, in what kind of direction? I was always a proponent of strong protection of rights of minority shareholders. This has to do with the specifics of our securities market operations. Looking at this market, we see that almost all the companies are controlled by just one investor. And to imagine the situation when a company, figuratively speaking, is not owned by anyone singly, is not the case. So perhaps we would like to see even more stringent measures to protect minority shareholders' rights. And we've come up with some court rulings making the company, the issuing company, responsible with respect to the minority shareholders for lost shares, even though it might not be guilty of that. And we found affiliated the persons which are not specifically enumerated in relevant documents. This should be the case, and this should be the opportunity in any situation, because it's the implementation of the principle of fair play to protect international minority shareholders, and not only international, we require even more stringent measures.